Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring a fascinating study from 2011 that highlights how easily we follow authority figures, even when it might go against our better judgment. This one is often called the doctor's orders study and provides a fresh look at the power of authority bias. It links to a deeper dive we did on cognitive biases. If you haven't seen it, the link is in the description. Let's dive in. So, let's set the stage. In 2011, a group of researchers wanted to understand whether people would blindly follow the instructions of an authority figure, even when those instructions might harm someone else. In this case, the authority figure was, you guessed it, a doctor. Much like the famous Milgram experiment from the 1960s, this study revolved around how people react to orders, especially from someone they perceive as a knowledgeable, trustworthy expert. Here's how the experiment worked. The researchers recruited participants to play the role of nurses. Their task was simple: follow the instructions of a doctor they had never met. The doctor, who was actually an actor, instructed the participants to administer a dangerous dose of what they believed to be a drug. Of course, the drug was a placebo, but the participants didn't know that. The dosage recommended by the doctor was clearly unsafe, and the participants were given guidelines telling them not to follow unsafe orders. But with the doctor's authority looming, would they listen to their own judgment? The results were startling. Nearly 9 out of 10 participants, a whopping 89%, followed the doctor's orders, preparing to administer the dangerous dose. Even though the guidelines they had been given were clear, the presence of the doctor's authority seemed to override their judgment. Why does this happen? The study reveals how authority bias can cloud our decision-making, especially in high-pressure environments like hospitals, where people often defer to doctors' expertise. What's really important here is understanding how this applies to real life. In healthcare, of course, but also in everyday situations. This study shows that even when we have clear reasons to doubt authority, we tend to follow along, sometimes without questioning whether the action is right. This doesn't mean we shouldn't trust professionals or experts, far from it. But it does remind us to think critically, even when we're dealing with someone who holds power or authority. First, always question instructions that don't seem right, even if they come from an authority figure. Just because someone is in a position of power doesn't mean they are infallible. Second, understand the potential consequences of blindly following orders, whether in a medical setting or elsewhere. It's okay to ask questions and challenge authority when something feels off. Thanks for tuning in. The Doctor's Orders study offers a powerful reminder that we need to balance respect for authority with critical thinking. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into fascinating psychological studies. Have you ever followed orders and later regretted it? Or maybe you've been in a situation where you challenged authority. Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it.